So, what's the sort of the message like for them?
Well, I do a word of the week every week. So my word this week is battle. You got to battle for everything. Battle for positions. Battle to beat your player, and then just get the momentum back. So we've struggled a little bit to be able to get a score early, and they're the games that we've come back at. But we haven't. You know, if we had have put the scoreboard pressure on early, we would have been right. But we're looking forward to it. We think we've got 4 quarters in us, and we can really push at the end. So we want to get in front in the first quarter.
Yeah, excellent. And you mentioned, obviously the bye last week, but before that, Mooroolbark and Blackburn, obviously 2 sides that you'll probably be hoping that you can reach in these finals. Do you rather it that way, in which you have the run in with a few tough games, get your team nice and ready and prepped to go?
Probably is, because then it's a bit of muscle memory. We've just seen them recently. We know where we need to fix a few things. We had a really good game against Blackburn. It was one of our best games of the season. And so it proves to us that we can actually do it. And I think I think any 4 of us could go all the way, including Waverley. So, they're hitting some form right at the end of the season as well. So, yeah, I think it's any one of us can beat any one of us on a day, I think. So, yeah, it's an exciting series, actually. Yeah,
excellent. And just before we let you go, Shalette, one last one for you. In terms of the game today, is there one key area that we should be looking out for from our cheers here to see where the game's going to be won and lost?
I think it will be a bit of midfield, but I think if we can shut down some of Stephanie Peacock and stuff in the forward line, I think they're our key things. And I think each one of us can rebound really quickly. So I think it's the defence that has to hold up, and I'm pretty confident with ours. So we'll just see if we can break theirs.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for joining us. We'll let you go. It's a busy day ahead, and best of luck.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. As we heard there from head coach of the Montrose side, Shalette Baker, as we'll let her go off and continue her preparation. There's a few interesting things said there. Obviously, Oscar, it is a bit of a small pitch out here at Silvan Recreation Reserve, and maybe that rebounding factor might become all the more important.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely will be. And we're joined now by the coach of the Waverley Blues, Clint Martin.
Morning, how are you?
Yeah, very good, thank you.
That's good.
So, Clint, obviously big day today. It's a bit different from the home and away games. What's the kind of the vibe and the emotion going into this one?
Yeah, look, we've been there for the last 3 years, so we've a little bit experienced in finals. So for us, it's our build-up's been good, and we haven't been too worried about things, and we've been okay. So yeah, we'll see how it goes out in the ground the first bounce.
Yeah, excellent. And obviously throughout the season this year, the top 4 has been very close in competitions between the games that you've played between you guys and Montrose, but also with Blackburn and Mooroolbark. So how do you look to keep that form and that momentum and that competitiveness going into this game today?
Yeah, no, it's been interesting because it's been 1-1 with Montrose. But yeah, the top 4 have been competitive more so than last year. And look, we're not going to change any style for the finals. We're just going to play our game plan, our tactics, and we'll just do the best we can.
Montrose are a very good attacking side. How important is your back line today, and how important is it going to be? A bit of a smaller ground as well. So how important is that back line going to be when they're coming in quick?
Yeah, I think the last time we played Montrose on their ground, and our defence really stopped really well. It's just stalwarted some of their forward entries, so we'll be looking to do the same. We've had the same back line structure now for a couple of years, and our full back, and she can kick out a fair distance, so hopefully that might separate it out so we can get the ball moving up our end.
What's been the main message during the week to the team and today before they go out?
Yeah, well, I think for me it's just about just getting on with the business. We're here, we've deserved to be here. There's a lot of other teams that haven't made finals, their season's finished, so let's make the most of it.
And obviously last season your season came to an end against Montrose. Is there a bit of a sour taste in the mouth today? Is there a bit of a feeling about wanting to set things straight?
Oh, look, I think it was something that I set a goal for myself as a coach, is that our second part of the season most years hasn't been strong, whereas this year it's been strong. So I've got a different feel about how we're going to go about this game. But, Shalette, she's a great coach. I've known Shalette for a long time. So I know she's finishing up this year, so there'll be a bit of emotions on their side as well. So it'll be interesting to see how the game plays out.
Excellent. Before we let you go, Clint, just one last one for you. In terms of, from our perspective today, is there anything we should be looking out for in terms of a key area where the game should be won and lost?
Yeah, I think the key area for us is our midfields, getting in out of the centre. We've got really good structure in our centre and some players that have been polling really well throughout the year. Noted a couple of those players, Annalise Capamolia and Claudia Walsh, our captain. So they've been really good. Our ruck's been good. So all around the ground, I think we're quite strong. It's something that we've really been working on, some of our structure work over the last year. So let's just see how it goes.
Brilliant. Well, we'll let you go, Clint. A busy day ahead of you, and our best of luck for the game.
Thanks very much, boys. Good luck.
Thank you. As we heard there from Waverley Blues head coach Clint Marners, we'll let him go and continue his preparations for the rest of today. So midfield's been highlighted as one of those key things that we need to be looking out for today. We see some strong lists, not only in the context of this Division 2 competition this season, but also just in general, as we are joined now by Blake Tennant, Mr. Montrose himself. He's going to be in the specials chair for us. Welcome, Blake.
Good to be here. Good to be calling with you guys, and of course doing the special comments today, joining the call team. So, good to be here. Silvan, boys, it's one of my favourite grounds. Very scenic ground here. So, really looking forward to it. You can see the fire down the back there. I don't know if we can get there right down there.
It's actually
look at that. That is just God's work down there.
Well, it's actually the orchard burning off. It's not someone just with it drifts over here every so often, and you can't see the field.
The old scoreboard as well, which is really rock solid as well. So looking forward to it, boys. How are we feeling for this one?
Good, mate. Good. It's an exciting game we've got ahead of us, but you know Montrose better than the rest of us here. So can you give us a bit of an insight and pull the curtain back a bit to what's the vibes around the club, especially for this final series with the women's team?
I feel like come when this game starts, it'll be filling out because one of the best supported, run, sort of footy club. They'll be here in force, I reckon, when this game starts, of course. But I think they'll be excited. Another finals campaign. Gillette Baker took them to a grand final and first final series grand final last year. So the buzz is still there. And obviously Gillette stepped down, unfortunately, at the end. Hopefully this isn't her last game. I don't want it to be her last game, but she can go out on a high, definitely to taking them to a grand final, which is superb. So, I think the vibes are high. I think they're ready. They're keen. You can hear the music pumping. So, I guess they're ready to go.
Would you have put your name up for the Ox Court or no?
No. I'll let the players do that, mate. Not for me. I run my own Ox Court for other things as well, like at the function last night. So around that, but it's exciting day, and hopefully prelim final, and hopefully they play the loser out of the Blackburn-Mooroolbark game. It'll be a tough one, and I'll keep you guys posted with a few scores around the ground. So, looking forward to it.
Last time these guys met was in round 10, and Montrose got the job done. And
Waverley won, didn't they, last time? Yeah, Waverley. I think Waverley.
Yeah, so Waverley won, and then Montrose won the game in round 3, so pretty evenly matched.
So it's a 1-1 at the moment. So, good point that you raised here. So they're both evenly spread.
And also third and fourth finishing on the ladder, so they're pretty close. So this will sort of.
If you saw the results, last week as well, Waverley just lost to Blackburn, and we know how good Blackburn's been. This whole season coming around, and it'll be a challenge, that's for sure. But I think this is two evenly matched teams, and it'll be interesting to see who the winner will be, because they're playing against a really tough opponent. Because obviously the loser will play the loser out of Blackburn and Mooroolbark, so it'll be a tough one. So what's your thoughts on this one coming in?
I'm hoping it's going to be evenly matched. I'm hoping it's going to be a great tight contest today. But a tough job, of course, if, coming up against Blackburn next week. They've been so good as well throughout the season. So it is a tough job for whoever gets the chocolates today, nonetheless.
Yeah. So just want to talk about this game, boys, in front of us. So North Ringwood currently lead 2-14-26 to South Croydon. 2-1-13, actually make that. But do you want to go through a couple games or scores, or
Yep, we'll
I
go
know
through
you guys
it.
are calling. I'm just.
No, we do through it. We do have him here, Blake, as you're getting us chugging along, which we do appreciate.
I just wanted to throw up if you want to talk about any games or anything, but you
Chris,
guys
just keep him in line.
you guys advanced today in front of me, so I thought I would throw it up. I could go through a couple of games if you want.
Go for it, Blake.
Chris has got them all written down. I've done that for him.
There you go.
We'll have a
Been
look.
handed.
So obviously this one ahead of us is the Div 3 semi-final. The winner of this one, or whoever, the result from this one will affect who plays the winner or the loser out of Heathmont and Coldstream, which I believe is later on today.
You would predict that Heathmont should win that one, just because of the way they're going and undefeated the whole season long, and they've been dominating.
Yeah, they'll definitely go into that one as favourites. So the winner of this game will play the loser of that one. So at the moment, it looks like it'll be North Ringwood Coldstreamers. The Saints have another mark inside forward 50 or forward 45. I'm not sure how big the arcs are here, but we had a Div 4 semi-final played out just before. That was Vermont Gold 5-11-41. Getting the job done over Warrandyte 3-2-20. And, you know, what we've got noted here is great showing in terms of support for both clubs there.
Early game too, 8:50.
Yeah.
Jeez, especially down at Silvan.
I was about to say, for some teams travelling away, that's a fair effort.
And I know I'm not a morning person myself, but
It was actually an 8:45. That's
yeah.
I think that was where we suggested that they should maybe book themselves into the Mercure Doncaster and.
Surely there's a motoring around Silvan.
Sorry, the other way around. Yeah, of course. No, probably just a bed and breakfast at a farm, I think.
I wouldn't have breakfast, would you? Would you have breakfast? And look at the crowd, all the North Ringwood folks coming onto the ground after had a big win. They're all running on the ground. So North Ringwood winners 32-13, and Waverley coming onto the ground as we speak now. So
that is a deserved win for the Saints there. So that books them in for a match next week in which they'll be taking on, like we said, the loser out of that Heathmont Coldstream game. But we do have results yesterday as well from HE Parker Reserve, in which we had the Premier and Division 1 semi-finals kicking off there. So in semi-final 1 was the Eastern Devils 6-4-42, falling short to Park Orchards 10-8-68. So Park Orchards, the new kids on the block, are going through to another week. They're one step off the big dance, so that's definitely an exciting watch.
It was kind of like a shock for me seeing them win by that margin. And, you know, the Eastern Devils, you know, if you have a look during the home and away season, the Devils had the wood over the Sharks the whole way through during that game. Sorry, Kate.
Yeah, well, what I was going to say is we also need to take into consideration that the Eastern Devils outfit that we've seen this season is not the same outfit that we saw last year, because I think they lost nearly half of their runners-up side that in previous years had premierships. So they're in a similar boat to a lot of teams where they're just rebuilding again. But
I wouldn't say rebuilding. They made finals pretty much every year.
We
rebuilding
know
is sides that struggle down the ladder. So.
But it's still a real rebuild for them in terms of where they were leading into this season. I do feel they were valiant, but they came alive in the last quarter to fight back because I was at the game. But, you know, all kudos to Park Orchards on their win and how they've been marching forward this Premier Division, and it'll be a very interesting prelim.
Yeah, it will be, and you know, as I said, it's quite funny to see that Park Orchards beat them where it actually matters. So that was quite the only thing I could picked out that one. So
well, it's very good for Park Orchards because now they set up a meeting against South Croydon, who again yesterday played off against South Belgrave in the other semi-final. So that was South Belgrave 8-6-54 getting the win over South Croydon 2-5-17. So a South Belgrave outfit that not only in the women's but also in the men's have just been a united front and have been a very, very strong side to come up against in any competition. But so they only had the one loss in the regular season, guys, but they've booked their slot in the grand final there. And then they'll be watching next week to see who wins out of that Park Orchards and South Croydon game to see who will meet them on the final day of the season. So an interesting one out there. Obviously, South Croydon were training very, very nicely in the end of the season. Ended up finishing second, especially after they knocked off Park Orchards on the last round, I believe. But they'll be looking to right the wrongs of yesterday and get back on top it. In Division 1, obviously a bit of a rarely seen circumstance where Knox actually had to forfeit their semi-final just due to sheer unavailability of players. Just so many injuries and just not the right time to have injuries at all going into a finals campaign, and they unfortunately had to forfeit not only the semi-final but as a result taking the loss in that game in their season. So that means that North Ringwood, who have been stellar so far in Division 1, will go straight through to the grand final, but it won't be smooth sailing for them because North Ringwood haven't played. That means that by the time we get to the grand final in the last 3 weeks, so that'll be a very interesting one as we're just about getting the players warmed up here at Silvan Recreation Reserve, and we're looking to go again. We have one more game, I believe, at the same time as this one today, so we'll get you scores around the ground there.
And I just saw as well before I arrived coming here, Bowen are already here at the ground right now as we speak. So obviously that's get down on the highways and the East Link. So yeah,
Blake, that's been the case all morning. Oscar actually beat you guys. Oscar, you've been very quiet there. You've been the quiet, studied person in the middle of the crew.
yeah, but yeah, it's an interesting one, and Bowen taking on Surrey Park next week, boys. So that'll be
that'll be a good game. Looking forward to that one. Yep.
Yeah. Who have you guys tipped? Look, I'm totally fine where you guys are sitting with this one, but who have you guys tipped for this one?
I've gone to tip the Tros again, Blake. I'll back you in. I backed them yesterday. They didn't quite pull through the men's match of the round. But
don't worry, they let me down as well yesterday. And who are you going, Oscar?
Maybe just to get a bit of indifference this week, I might go with Waverley. I reckon they'll get the job done.
Well done. I put in my tips to go for Waverley as well.
Well. You could be in the bar books as well there. But
and just before we go down to Kate Green, who's on the boundary to give us conditions, we do have another score as well. The Division 4 semi-final 1 was played out yesterday, and that was our Bayswater 1-2-8, falling short 2-1-2 in the South 6-4-40. So the Devils booking their place next week as well with that win. As we will now go down to Kate Green on the boundary line, as she always is. And Kate, you got the hat out down there. What are the conditions looking like?
Very sunny, barely a wind, and the ground is firm but beautiful and very, very small.
And who did you tip for this one, Kate?
I tipped Waverley Blues because I know even though Blake's talked them up big and they're a good outfit, I still feel that Montrose has been a little bit inconsistent for me over the home and away season. So I'm going Waverley. Also the fact that Waverley has got a almost completely full bench, so it's going to be a good match either way.
Speaking of which, Montrose have won the toss and they'll be going to the right of screen. Just turning our attention to this one as well, and a 100th game for Alyssa Sanders for Montrose Day. How important is that? And to bring it up in a finals game as well, that's going to be huge stuff for her. So big congratulations on that milestone. And also some of the standout players, can't wait to see them in action for Montrose, Emily Du Valen, and for Waverley, Abby Karavac. So that'll be interesting to see how both those players go today.
That's exactly right. And, looking at this Montrose list, there is a lot, and I mean a lot of firepower throughout these lines. Obviously, you have Chloe Jones, a bit of a hybrid between the midfield and forward, but she was joint best and fairest runner-up last season. She's got 22 goals to her name this season and best on 9 times. But also looking at the rest of these Montrose list, they have 2 of the highest best on polling players in Emily Duvalon and Hannah Lawson, both 11 times voted in the best out of the 12 games this season, which is very impressive. But the Waverley Blues aren't too shabby themselves. They're matching that with Abby Seravac. She's got 11 times voted best in the last 12 games. And then Annalise Capamola is 10 times in 11 games as well, so only missing once there. So a lot of firepower here today. Of course, it is a bit of a smaller ground here at Silvan Recreation Reserve, so could get quite a high-scoring fixture, which will play into the hands of the likes of Chloe Jones and Charlie Dobry for the Montrose Demons. Of course, Jones with 22 goals, like we said before, And Dobie, 15 goals in her 10 games this season as for Waverley, leading the line up front.
Didn't just say, forgot her jumper today, so that's why she's wearing the 31 today, of course.
Forgot her jumper.
Forgot her jumper,
Is that a fine, Blake?
Oh, would be.
That is an absolute fine. Mars Bar Award, as we also have to call it.
Well, she's lucky. Apparently, I owe Chris, Clint Martin and the Waverley Blues team lunch. So I'm going to be a bit poor.
Jeez. Righto. Well, that's quite the deal to live up to. But just before we get kicked off in here, a bit of a form guide going into this one today. Of course, Montrose the last 2 weeks. So they had the bye last week, but the 2 weeks before that, in round 12, they defeated Blackburn, which is one of only 2 sides to do that so far this season.
That's
and then
probably their biggest win of the year, you would say.
Yeah, and then fell short to Mooroolbark, who were top of the table last week. And Waverley Blues, I'll get through quickly, coming in off a round 13 loss to Blackburn, but a round 14 win against Kilsyth, which they came back after trailing at 3/4 time. So we're just about ready to get going here. We'll have Oscar Ludke bring us in for this Division 2 semi-final out here at Silvan Recreation Reserve.
And it is beautiful conditions. And the ball up from the umpire to get us underway. And wrapped up straight away there for Waverley is Kapamola. Ball comes back to ground. Taken from Lawson. She uses it inside 50 first for Montrose. Ball sits, chucks it on the boot, possibly for the first, and it's drifted away and hit the post out of bounds on the full. So it will be Waverley to bring it back in. Kick coming long, outside of the 50. Couldn't quite get the mark there, Lawson. There's a whistle from the umpire. And it is going to go the way of the Blues. Looking up the wing.
Yeah.
Just over the head
there.
Thank you. Able to get the handball away. Kick coming now towards Waverley's forward 50. Able to run around there. And holding the ball, says the umpire.
Really, really happy with the pressure so far from Montrose. Tackling pressure's been up. Hasn't quite been, I know it's the first opening minute, but pressure's been up.
Kayla Eslick looks up the line. It's been intercepted by Kapamola. She looks forward. Ball came off hands. Able to get the ball moving forward for Waverley. Will it sit here for Milkaratis? And it will be a ball up in the pocket. Taken straight out of the ruck. Ball comes to ground. Wrapped up in a tackle there from Duvalin. And still yet to score. Here's a chance, and it drifts away to the left for a minor score on the first score of the day for Waverley.
Boundary.
So you got boundary side of Kate Green.
Just the trainer for Montrose, gotta love it. She's got some boards where she's got different emojis printed out and then mounted on these boards. It's actually really quite funny. There's a locked lock and then a ferry with I think it's a notepad or a Band-Aid.
So we've seen some interesting signs in the AFL circulating around.
Yeah, I think there was some ramen noodles was one of them. So we've got some down there.
From the coach's box.
Is that so they can just use like signs, like when they're racing, car racing as well? They're just signs to indicate.
I've seen a TNT sign, so I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Explosive.
Go hard.
The ball's just on the 50-arcers. Yes, in case you've forgotten, there is a game of footy in front of us as Ben McCauley's wrapped up. Montrose looking to clear their lines, but the kick is taken. An intercept mark by Sarah Morley there.
Just not manning up at the stage, Montrose.
So Morley will look for the rebound 50 and does just that. It's going to drop at the pack. There's a holding free kick that will be going the way of the Waverley Blues, I believe. It's been picked out. Looks like the player awarded the free kick is going to be Stephanie Peacock. So it's one of the players that were alluded to early on by Charlotte Baker and someone that they don't want to give a lot of influence to in this match, but she has a chance to do just that now. So she'll be kicking from dead in front. 30 out. Stephanie Peacock for the first goal of this semi-final. The kick is on its way off the right boot, and it's very good at that. Goal umpire barely had to move. We have our first major of the day as Waverley Blues open up a 7-point lead. Scoreboard reads Montrose yet to score. Waverley Blues 1-1-7.
Both teams are very evenly matched, just the same as what we saw in the North Ringwood South Croydon game before. Very evenly matched across the board with their defence, their attacking, and just being very aware of their respective key players.
And we're back underway from the middle. First goal going the way of Waverley. We'll have another ball up here. Able to get the tap there. Harvey comes to ground. Getting the handball away. And there is going to be another ball up in the middle. Taken out of the ruck from Harvey. Able to put it on the boot. Chasing after this for Montrose is McKernan. And she's wrapped up. And a chain of stoppages to start us off early. Both teams fairly evenly matched. And this could be a chance to go inside 50 again. Possibly a throw. Not called from the umpire. Kick comes out. Now sent back inside for the Blues. Able to get the handball away. With the footy now is Bishop. And chasing it. And getting the handball away was Hull. Rolling towards the boundary line. Eventually goes out of play. And we'll have a ball up. But Waverley good with their ball use early to get it inside forward 50. Some good entries. Wrapped up there. And another strong tackle. Ball comes to ground. Going for a run here. Through the middle of the ground. They can't quite get a mark. With the footy there. Ball comes to ground.
Just noticed as well, boys, that Chloe Jones is playing, forward at the moment. Probably move her inside into the midfield at this stage. She's coming in there now, but you're going to play like her as she's coming back to the forward line. Probably move her into the midfield, I reckon.
Gillette marked her down as playing both mid and forward there, Blake, so you're spot on.
Handball there from Capamola. Trying to get it inside forward again, chasing the footy is Miller, and eventually it rolls out of play. So we'll have a ball up once again inside the forward 50 for Waverley, taken straight out of the ruck. Not too sure what that free kick was for, to be honest, but it will go in the direction
boundary
of Waverley. Kate Green.
It was pushing the back.
And in the back free. So a chance to increase their lead early on in this contest.
So Waverley just setting up behind the footy a bit better at the moment. As Kate, I've just seen what you mean with the signs. There's a one in the trainer's hand at the moment, which is kind of like a no-deal sign, and then a paper.
No.
So
there's a it's got a padlock. Yeah,
Lock
it in.
And the one they're holding it up at the moment is keep your eyes on the footy on the back of it. So I'm loving this.
I should really like that. It's giving me something to keep on my. This is very interesting stuff. As the ball up is thrown, Harvey wins the tap. It's going the adventure. A teammate in Demicoli has to turn one way, go the other. Morley throws it on the right boot around the corner. It's going to drop 25 metres out from goal. 1v1 contest under the footy. It's the Blues that are going to come away with it. Peacock wheels away from one, gets it on the right, and the snap has drifted well left, and that'll be out of bounds. Will be brought back in by the Demons as per the last touch rule.
Really strong start here by Stephanie Peacock here, boys. Obviously kicking 17 goals this year. She's having a really good start to this game, because the past couple she hasn't really lifted up to that standard we know she can get to, but really strong start at this stage.
So we brought back in by Dove, who would just throw it on the left boot and look for territory. It's gone over the head of Green, and well taken intercept mark there out the back by Amelia Bishop, who has time to assess her options. She will on the left boot, so there's quite a pack forming under this one as it's off hands. Brilliantly taken intercept mark there by Holly Lennox. Playing up from her normal age group in the under-18s today, as she'll look to be doing more of that. It was off the hands of Bishop that time. He couldn't quite clunk the mark. Montrose looking to bring it out and might just get out the pack. Socket off the ground by Lawson. Still looking to bring it out, but the Blues have hands on it, and the umpire will call for a ball up just in front of us here. True centre wing.
Just on a side note, gentlemen, I'm so glad that the Waverley have got half dark navy and half white backs, because otherwise it'd be so hard.
So we're going to have another ball up here as ball found its way out. The rucks will go at it. This time it's Carroll who's winning the ruck contest. But he falls into the hands of Harshaw for the Blues, who sends it forward off the hands of Miller. Its ball's bounced inside the forward 50. It's a 1v1 there. Now applying some help is Whitney. She did well, but was covered well by Peacock. Peacock on the right boot again, looking for that around the corner kick once more. It'll fall short. Handball from Dove, looking to clear their lines of the Demons at the moment. Is well pressured by Waverley as it responds. Plenty of botters around the footy. And the umpire will call for a ball up. So they're doing well, Blake, just so far, the Waverley Blues, to get that rebound 50 ball going.
It started, the way Montrose, now Waverley, and they kick another here, I believe.
And it's taken out of the ruck and snapped straight away, and that is a brilliant goal, I believe, by Michaela Miller.
Yeah, it looks like a ruck goal to me.
Would you like me to confirm that for you, Chris?
We would love that. We'd love for you to confirm that for us, Kate. Thank you very much.
On my way, mate.
As we'll await for the confirmation there, but they've just managed to lock the ball in at the moment, Waverley, and they're all the better on the scoreboard for it as Montrose still yet to score. Waverley 2-2-14.
I was just wondering about those signs. Back on those for just a moment.
We're on sign watch.
I mean, they're brilliant regardless, I think, in this sort of environment. But it did remind me of a couple of years ago when we started covering games and we were discussing with Blackburn. They had quite a lot of hearing impaired players. So I wonder whether that might be a case where someone's also that way in this team.
Yeah, good shout there.
Montrose using the footy on the wing here. Running away there was Jones, and the mark taken by Lennox just on the arc of 50. She looks inside, over the head there, couldn't quite find it in the ball. Comes down and sits well, and it's a goal for Montrose, and they will get there first.
There you go. I talked about it at the start. Chloe Jones back in the middle as we spoke just then, and just that clearance ball that she gets when she's got the ball in the hand and she can just get it on the boot. And then Charlie Derbury just did a really good sign of goal there.
Boundary.
Go for it, Kate.
Chris, confirming that it was Miller for Waverley Blues that kicked that last goal before Montrose's first.
Okay, thank you very much. As the rucks are going at it again, and a big tackle lay there as Chloe Jones is dragged to the ground. It's a good shout, Blake, especially when the Demons are kind of struggling to get the footy forward to get your most experienced and best players around the ball.
Good. I reckon. I know I'm no coach at the moment, but she's got to be in the middle all day, unfortunately. It just doesn't quite look like the forwards. I know that was a great mark by Holly Lennox before, but she just got that X factor in the middle.
As the clearance is won by Duvalin, and intercept mark's taken well from the Blues defender there. So Waverley with a chance to reset and get going again as we're clock counting down here at Silvan Recreation Reserve. So we have 8 minutes, 15 seconds to go. It's a well taken mark there by Holly Lennox, who will find herself kicking from about 50 metres out. We'll look to set up a teammate instead as a ball will drop. It's off hands. No one really able to take it quite clean. And now handball goes out wide. Looking for Jones. Jones has it on the right boot. It will pull left unless it's a big bounce. Smothered. Well done. Lennox on the left boot now.
She's got,
and it looked good, but
it did.
maybe we've been lied to by the angle here, but Knights are behind. So the Demons doing a bit better at the moment. It's a very good start from Holly Lennox, that has to be said, who's come through their under-18 side to be playing today.
With both these teams, they do both start strong in the first quarters, and they also kind of, fade slightly around about the same time. So it's going to be a really good game and interesting to see who at the end of the full time who has the win.
So Emma White's kick in was returned to sender, but the concurring shot at goal is only behind. So Montrose just chipping away now. Deficit only at 6. It's 1-2-8 plays 2-2-14. As it'll be Emma White to bring it out again. She looks to the far side of this ground. Bit of a mungle kick. Didn't quite get the ball drop right, but it's out the back of the pack. In pursuit of it is Miller. She's pushed off the ball as well done with the body work there by the Demons player as they're looking to go forward. Footy missed the boot. Plenty of ball still to be won here as it's in the hands of Gunn, who has to will into the right. Kick wasn't quite as clean as she would have liked it to be. Now with Eslick. That's Shay Eslick as they're looking to bring the footy out once more. It's real hot contested footy in here at Silvan Recreation Reserve at the moment as the ball's ripped loose. And now Chloe Jones has a bit of room to deal with. Gets it on the right boot over the back of the pack. It's going to drill towards the boundary line. It's just inside the forward 50 now. Lennox is around it and it's gone out of bounds. So contested as it went over, so we'll have a ball up just inside the boundary line.
And a huge opportunity here to grab another one for Montrose. They're getting a few more inside forward entries now. Ball sitting there, but the kick came out of bounds on the full and went a bit wide.
So last touch rule.
So it will be brought back in here for Waverley.
The last touch was the Camry that caught that on the bonnet.
Yeah, straight into the car here. So it'll be
Well, it's not Ryan's this time.
brought in by a Savage. Long kick, hugging the boundary line, and eventually will go out on centre wing. And it will be last touch rule, so Montrose able to send this footy forward again. And a good strong mark taken there. Lawson.
Yeah, that's 25.
And 25 metres. So that is going to cost Waverley big time.
Geez, that was a tough one.
Unfortunately, the umpire didn't see that number 4 of Waverley did get pushed.
Sent inside by Lawson. Can't quite find a mark. Ball doesn't quite sit there for Eslick. She's wrapped up now. And we'll have a ball up inside 50. Getting the tap there was Whitnish. And now maybe a chance. Couldn't quite get on the boot. A great tackle there in defence for Waverley.
The umpire was going to call holding the ball. That was not holding the ball there.
No prior. Great tackle, though.
Yeah,
very
good
good tackle.
I thought the umpire was going to do holding the ball.
We will have another ball up here. Good tap there from Charlie Sanders. Ball sits for Rogers, who puts it back inside, forward 50, and a strong mark taken in a one-on-one.
Waverley Blues can't afford to leave any Montrose player not manned up, and because this inside 50 has come from a loose Montrose player.
So it will be Hannah Lawson to tie us up. Looks all right. Now that's a really close call, that.
Oh, he's given it.
And he's given it. So Hannah Lawson levels the scores here at Silvan Recreation Reserve.
Starting to like this goal umpire a bit. He gives a bit of a suspense with it.
2-2-14 apiece here.
Well, it's obviously the volunteers on tipping for this. As
We've got volunteer boundary umpires as well, which I haven't seen before. But it's
yeah,
doing a good job at the moment. As Lawson's going to win it out of the stoppage again. She's been doing very well in this opening turns. The ball didn't quite sit up for Jones. Now looking to get it forward was Rogers. Montrose with all the territory at the moment. The momentum swung, that's for sure. Was going to bring it out was Claudia Walsh, but she was wrapped up in a tackle. So we'll have a ball up. So with 3 minutes to go on this opening turn, as it's into Jones' hands, and we'll have another ball up.
probably will change come obviously prelim grand final day for the umpires. So hopefully this isn't the case for the next 2 weeks.
Just with the prelim, with the semi-finals 1 and 2 yesterday, we actually had actual umpires doing the goal and boundary.
Well, at this stage, some of these volunteers might be up for a job because they're doing a good job as it is. As the ball up is just outside Montrose's forward 50. Came in the hands of Charlie Sanders, who couldn't quite get the clearance herself, but she'll have another go at it now, wrapped up. Couldn't get a fist to the footy as it's now cleared by Waverley. So a bit of chance for the Blues to take some territory they've been struggling for throughout this game. As this continued on, as Renee James is around the footy, she'll be wrapped up but got away from the contact. Centre forward did well at the back of the pack is Peacock. Got 2 hands to it, couldn't quite take it clean. Now picks it up once more, and he's wrapped up immediately by the likes of Chelsea Whitnish. So we'll go again. This time Waverley Blues able to get the footy towards their uprights. Feels like it's been a while since we've said that, as Tap's gone backwards to Amelia Bishop, who's picked it up, got a handball off, kick sent forward to a 1v1, it's set up well, handball off to the right, just couldn't quite get it there, but now the kick smothered well by Gavin. Is still a lot to be won here. The kick is on its way from close range, and that's one sailed through. I believe that's Michaela Miller again, who gets her second of the day.
It's been an awesome, evenly matched contest so far.
Well, every time Waverley Blues have gotten it down into their forward 50, they've actually had a score similar to Montrose, but Montrose has had just a slightly more of a battle to do so.
High scoring game too to start us off. As Kate, you did say, they start the games pretty well, so 5 goals kicked at this stage for both teams. So, yeah.
Ball comes out to Eslick. Just under a minute to play. And wrapped up inside the centre square. And ball comes to ground. Wrapped up again. And the smoke in the background sort of dissipated now.
Yeah, it's gone. It's sort of gone down the background, as you can see.
Trying to get a hand on this. The kick sort of goes straight up in the air. Able to get this one is Morley. Sent forward. 18 seconds left. Maybe a chance to snag one. Waverley just before the break. In the direction of Hull. And goes out of bounds. So we'll have a ball up. And the siren will beat them. So quarter time at Silvan Recreation Reserve. It is Montrose 2-2-14. Waverley in the lead 3-2-20. So we'll be back very shortly after the break.
Say hello.
Half time.
Yeah, it's good, it's good. Is this? What is this? Are these seniors? Yeah. Yeah. Automatic. I don't think she plays anymore. Hey, mamas. It's small. Hey, mama, sit down. Look. Hey, it's small. It's narrow. Montrose have like a massive feeder. Yeah, I know, Waverley. What was that?
No, you're fine. Any secret conversations? Not a good place to.
Welcome back here to Silvan Recreation Reserve for your Deakin University women's match of the round. It's quarter time here between Montrose and the Waverley Blues in the first semi-final of Division 2. Montrose 2-2-14 leading the Waverley Blues 3-2-20. In a second, we're going to hear from Kate Green, who's going to grab both coaches for a quick chat. But while we have you here now, we'll go through the goal kickers quickly. So for Montrose, it is a singles to Charlie Dobry and Hannah Lawson. As we'll go bounce shot to Kate Green.
Just with Clint Martin, the Waverley Blues coach. That was a very positive quarter. You actually, when you had it in your forward, you actually were effective and got the score on the board, which I know is something that you've always been focused on, as every team is during the season. What was the message for the girls moving forward?
Yeah, look, I've just said to them that they need to just keep applying that pressure. Our forwards were good in that back half, in that first quarter, sorry. Our mids were really good as well, including our ruck person there. She did really well.
And your backs have been under a bit of pressure and are holding up well as well.
Yeah, no, they're not doing too bad, and that's what I've said. We're going to need to keep applying that pressure, either in that back end there. We're just going to keep applying that pressure and making sure that we're there to follow the ball.
Thanks very much, Clint.
Thank you for that, Kate. As we heard from head coach of the Waverley Blues, Clint Martin, goal scorers for his side, 2 to Michaela Miller and the single to Stephanie Peacock. As we're back underway here, it's the Blues by 6 points early on as they'll win the centre clearance. I should say it's Montrose winning the centre clearance, my apologies. They look to get the ball forward. It's up in the air, off hands. No real winner of the footy just yet, as there's plenty of bodies around it in that Montrose forward 50. Looking to bring it out was Jones, but couldn't quite do so. So a lot of ball up just inside the boundary arc. As Kate Green's making her way over to the Montrose dugout to have a quick chat with Charlotte Baker. We'll cross down to her soon when she has that all set up, as we'll have the last touch rule, meaning that the Blues will bring this ball back into play. It will be Emma White from fullback to do so. Sends a kick out wide. It was a brilliantly charted kick and found the target in her teammate. Will now look to go one further and just take territory. So 2 kicks to get in the centre of the ground, and all of a sudden this back out the back of the pack. 2v1 in favour of the Demons. One of them there was Whitnish, who got it wide. The Demons looking to go, just a kick the wrong way there, I think, is now around the footer is Miller. Miller's kick only found Chelsea Green for Montrose's. Charlotte Green, I should say, my apologies. She goes forward and finds a hand to Hannah Lawson as we'll go bench side to Kate Green.
Just here with Charlotte Baker, Montrose coach. A very positive quarter for you. You actually were effective in getting goals on the score when you had it in your forward, but you did have a bit of a battle there against Waverley Blues backs. What was the message for this quarter for the girls?
Well, I think the one-on-one's going not too bad. We're just probably not holding it up when we're in their forward, and because it's not getting called all the time for holding the ball, so we just can't keep trying to get it out because they're taking the opportunities, and some great goals from there too. So yeah.
So moving forward, you're really happy with where you are at the moment?
Yeah, we're both evenly matched. There's some good runners on both sides, some really strong contested markers on both sides. So we just got to battle this one out, I think, today.
Well, on a side note, I do love both of you playing each other because it's always a wonderful match.
It is, yeah. I'm hoping it's in our favour at the end.
All the best moving forward.
Okay, thanks, Kate.
Thanks for that, Kate. As we just heard from Charlotte Baker, head coach of the Montrose women's senior side, is a ball up in the middle, going down the knees to pick it up and be wrapped up once more. So have another ball up, just off the cricket pitch here. As in the ruck, Harvey will just take it out, throw it on the boot, get it forward around the footy. Charlotte Green, ball get out the back of the pack, which will favour the Demons. Now picking it up, wrapped up in a tackle straight away was Dove. Still a lot of work to do for the Demons' defence. Applying a great bit of pressure with the tackle was Emily Duvallin. And she's wrapped up her opponent well. So we'll have a ball up 30 metres out from the Waverley Blues goal as was Michaela Miller in the ruck at that time. Good bit of shepherd work there from the Demons to get a teammate free. Peacock had the footy, then dropped it, wrapped up her opponent in a tackle. Umpire nearly blew the whistle, decided not to, but we'll do so now. We'll call for the footy. So we're 30 metres out from the Waverley Blues uprights now as that will be one. Wrapped up in a tackle straight away was Hannah Lawson. We'll have another ball up. So both teams coming to the party in terms of pressure as Miller will win the tap and it will be just taken out of bounds. We'll have yet another ball up. A bit of a stalemate here at the moment in the forward pocket. So see if we can get it out this time. As Michaela Miller in the ruck again. This time loses out to Chelsea Whitnish and clearing kick. There's a holding free kick that's gone in the favour of Waverley Blues. Yes, it has. So a holding free kick's been found by the umpire. This will be a chance for Waverley Blues to open the scoring in this second term. And that chance will fall the way of Annalise Capamola, who, like I said before the game, has been in the best on votes 10 times in her 11 games this season. Only kicked 2 goals, though. So this one to make it number 3 as the kick's on its way. It looks good. Will it come back enough? Drops short and it'll be ushered to safety and over for behind. So first score of the second quarter is a minor. Takes the score to board at 2-2-14 to Waverley Blues, 3-3-21.
Charlotte Green runs around. A long kick.
Good mark
And a
taken
good-
there.
Great mark there. And a chance to send it forward through Walsh into the pocket. And a good mark taken. So another chance on goal here. It'll be Stephanie Peacock on a slight angle. Comes in, starts it off right, and it will stay there and go through for a minor score.
Gentlemen, we do have one more Eastland Hoyts voucher to give away, so I hope you've started to get ideas of who your 1, 2 and 3 are.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Second quarter.
Big long kick out from Green. Sent back forward now for the Blues. Ball comes out of play.
Ask me at 3/4 time, Kane. I'll give you an answer.
I'll keep you to that, Blake.
Dove. Sending it outside of the defensive 50. And in the end, wrapped up, we'll have a ball up here. Tap down, chasing the footy is Duvallin. Another stoppage inside, 13 minutes and 38 to go. Montrose trailing 2-2-14 to Waverley Blues 3-4-22. And as the ball comes, and a good mark taken, so what's the umpire signalling here? Bit of confusion.
I think it might be a free kick, maybe.
We got a blood rule.
Oh, blood
Just
rule,
off the
yeah.
back of the play, yeah.
So a chance on goal here.
It's number 4 for Campamola, Annalise Campamola for that one. Oh, that does not look good. Just
on a tight angle, Annalise Campamola puts it across the face.
For a behind.
Drop punt from that angle. Haven't seen that in a while.
Tough
Quite
to-
liked it.
It's good to see.
I
You don't
rate it.
see it. You don't see it much in women's footy, so when you do see it, it's really good.
I rate that.
As bring the ball out of the kick in will be Charlotte Green. Gets it over the back of the pack. It was through the hands of Harvey. Now in pursuit for the Montrose Demons and Molly McKernan. Still the footy to be won there, no real suitor at the moment, and umpire call for a ball up. So 12.5 to play here in this first half. It's 14-23 in favour of the Waverley Blues. As they're looking to win this stoppage, and will do just that. Saravak's kick takes a lot of distance inside forward 50, and looking to bring it out. They'll go backwards to go forwards. Williana to the right boot and sending a shot at goal, and it's just pulled out to the right was Natalie Demicoli. So Waverley again with the territory here, just not quite able to affect the scoreboard properly so far.
Can the people behind the goals, you just stand in there, get the ball.
Have a word, Blake. Have a word.
They were literally right behind it. Come on, boys.
Blake, you needed to go for a walk at halftime and just say, up with your game, boys.
So Green's kick out will go through the hands of Chloe Jones as handball will go in the direction of Sarah Morley. Couldn't quite get there, but we'll have a second effort and we'll get there now. Looking to burst past the player, was wrapped up in a tackle by Duvalin. Still footy to be won now, and it's won by Chloe Jones, who gets the ball forward. It was a short kick, however. Looking to bring it through for the Blues was Bishop, who's wrapped up in the tackle, and that's holding the ball.
Didn't think that would get called, but...
You could have played advantage then.
So the Demons with a chance to assess will look down the line. It's a good kick to a 1v1 contest. Around the fully was Dobry now with it in hands as Bourchier was just got her ripped out as she was on the ground, but umpire will call for a ball up. And the Rucks will go at it. Harvey winning the tap on this occasion. Gets it out to Dobry. Now the ball's sent forward. It's a 3v2 and the punch is to advantage. It was a brilliant bit of work as they got the footy to Hannah Lawson, whose shot on goal has been pulled wide. Very smart play there, but only for a minor scorers.
I'm loving the fact that both teams are continuing to be very evenly matched in attack and defence, and that are both giving their respective backs a lot of work to do.
So we're still awaiting our first major of the term here as we're just about halfway through. So far it's 1 behind, plays 4 behinds. As Montrose looking to change that and looking to burst away with Chloe Jones. They've got absolutely swamped in the tackle there. Brilliant work from the skipper and Claudia Walsh.
What a tackle.
Said, you shall not pass, and now looks into the centre of the ground in the direction of Demicoli. Dropped the mark, now roves her own miss. Gets it onto the right boot as she wheels around to a 1v1 contest. Mark wasn't quite taken there. Montrose looking to bring it out, socket off the ground. Around the footy once more is Demicoli. Shepherds now. Great tackle there applied by Eslick. Looking to bring the footy out once more. It's socket off the ground by Dobry. Socket once more. What code are we watching here as there's a push in the back, and it'll go the way of Hannah Lawson. Gee, the throw back to Lawson nearly took out the player on the mark, but she's got the footy now, has options ahead of her. It's an option as a lead in the corridor with the kick dropped short. It went through the hands of Savage, who probably should have taken the intercept mark. As it's off the hands of Dobry now. Footy almost looks a bit slippery at the moment as Walsh looking to bring it out. Gets it to Morley, who has a bit of room to run now. Gets it on the right boot. Kick long down the line. 3v2 in the favour of the Demons, but it looks like the Waverley Blues are going to be able to bring it out. Peacock needs to do her work quickly, does so. Look to get it to Miller, but only got it to Green, who was then wrapped up by Miller straight away.
How good's the tackling pressure been in the last few minutes?
Yeah, it's been for both teams as well. You know, it's really lifted. It's, a strong tackle laid and, really strong at the moment for both teams.
So it was Eleanor Carroll, who was the only ruck in that contest. Got it forward now. Montrose looking to lock it in. Waverley Blues don't want to let that happen as Saravak look to bring it out, but now Montrose get a kick forward. Hannah Lawson's the free for the handball receive, but the footy's gone past her. Now they get the receive off to Holly Lennox, who wheels on the left boot, kicks it to a 1v1. In pursuit there is Mackenzie Harbinson. She has a lot of work to do as the footy just keeps bouncing further and further away from the uprights. Harbinson now goes to ground to try and get the ball. It's been brought out well by White for the Waverley Blues. The defence looks stand up, snap on goal from Montrose. It's gone wide for a behind. So another behind here is 8.5 minutes to play. 2 behinds plays 4 behinds in this quarter so far.
I think, sorry for you go to Oscar. I think the next goal is crucial. Just on the brink of half time here, 8 minutes to go, but next goal could be crucial.
Gentlemen, it could be just the quarter of the behinds.
Brought out long here.
Oh, the smoke's back.
Yeah, the smoke's back as handball comes over the top here.
Bring the smoke.
Waverley streaming forward, and
gone.
she's going to be caught, but not before she gets the kick away towards the forward 50. And a big tackle, and the quick handball. And now they stream straight through the middle of the ground. Montrose inside the forward 50. Lennox came around, and now They're able to clear at Waverley, but not as far
I'm
as
liking,
Shea Eslick.
I'm liking how both teams, when they get it, they do move it down, but it's always intercepted by the respective backs.
Heading back inside forward now. Lawson chasing it. It's been good so far, and that'll be called for a throw. So it will be a free kick.
They've been really good onto the holding the ball tackles today. They've been pretty cautious with it. Seen probably 3 or 4 this quarter, boys. So
3.
yeah.
I just want a big shout out to the umpires so far this day across all grounds for the finals for the women. They've been doing an outstanding job.
Chloe Jones converts, and Montrose increase their lead. And a brilliant goal. And just getting a bit lazy there, and the free kick given away. And they take control.
2 points is the margin. Crucial goal, that one, just to keep them in touch, I reckon, for that one. So.
Especially before half-time as well. Good steadying
Are they
goal.
looking for the signs? Is
About to have a bit of a Spider-Man hand signal going on.
Oh, is there really?
Going on sign watch at the moment.
I can't see. I've got a great camera operator next to me, and then I've got a few
Well, it was
fans.
Chloe Jones giving the hand signal to the bench, so maybe it's two-way communication at the moment.
Blake, just there, it's the second best camera operator in the league. Megan's the first.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
Give it
to
a rest.
No, I did forget about that. I forgot to say. So, well done for Lee for stepping in.
Footy brought out by Chloe Jones, who gets it out the back of the pack. Montrose looking at another and get themselves back into the league. Around the footy was Holly Lennox, who's been brilliant so far. The under-18s player who's playing up in the senior side today. As kick will drop short. Gee, it looked like it would bounce straight to Sarah Vackle to go away from her. She has plenty of time still, though, to get on the boot. Gee, it went a lot higher than it did far. As Montrose looking to get the rebound in, will look through the middle with a handball receive. Gets it to Carroll, who sent it inside. Now Sarah Morley around the footy, wheels away with the footy with great pace. Now just sends a kick down the wing. Gee, almost kicked it to herself with the ball, bounced the right way. Will sit up for Peacock. Peacock looking to put on the Jets and does so. Gets a handball forward before being hit. Around the fullies, Miller now wouldn't quite sit up for her. Montrose looking to defend well. In pursuit now is Alice Jamison. We're looking to bring it out now. Well wrapped up in the tackle. Lucy Milker Raiders applying the pressure that time.
Boundary.
Go for it, Kate.
Just the Peacock-Morley combination all season is a deadly combination to have.
There's a lot of speed on that right-hand side of the field here, which is the nearest to us, which is great because we had a good view of it as the kick would just bounce in the middle. Gee, very well laid shepherd there by number 21, Intalia Savage, who did brilliantly to protect the player. Got it to Renee James, who was awarded that time as a result. Miller's around the footy, couldn't quite pick it up. Looking to bring it out now with the Blues. It's on this far as Charlotte Green, though. He sends the ball back straight down the corridor and into the waiting hands of Claudia Walsh, who stepped up in this quarter so far, the captain. Now Walsh will send it back into forward 50. G was through the hands of a teammate. Mark probably should have been taken. Morley playing pressure, but the Demons able to get the kick away to this near side. Saravac sends it right back. It's a bit of ping pong at the moment. The footy falls into Michaela Miller's hands. The call is play on touch.
Oh, jeez.
And that's been given as a throw.
Jeez.
So well defended.
That's harsh. It looked all right from our angle.
That was there. But as I said, they've been really big on the holding the ball and the throws. But don't know about that one. But I'm not an umpire anymore, Lee. So
the mark taken there by Hannah Lawson.
I can say if you want me to, Lee, 6 time.
As we go down the near side wing to Charlie Dobry, who's been very good in this quarter as well. Dobry now assessing her options, will look forward down the line. She's got 2 teammates. Gee, almost spoiled each other. A lack of communication there as Lenny's got the ball into the foot and was tackled, and that's gone out of bounds.
Just a final score update for Division 5. Norwood, now you don't really see this in the final, boys. Norwood, 147 to Heathmont.
Wow.
No score.
Wow.
In a final too. You'd never see that in a final.
That is big.
But
Surely they must be down on players.
Yeah.
no, Norwood's just been incredibly dominant in that fifth
But
division.
147 to 0 in
Pretty
a final.
outrageous. That was what, first, second as well?
Yeah, you don't see
that's
that in a
incredible.
final. You don't see that. Yeah.
That is incredible.
I get what you mean, Kate, but still, 147 to 0.
That is big.
Luckily, we've got a much closer game here as Morley's going to burst away. Step in on the right. She's being hunted down by Whitnish. Sends the player on Coming up behind us, we got the kick away inside forward 50. It's out the back of the pack now. Peacock in pursuit. Now we'll get on the right. Wheel around. She's got a full turning circle here. The snap side into way. And he's out for all behind. So another minor score here. We've got 2.5 to play. Scoreboard reads 3-4-22 to Waverley Blues 3-7-25.
Yeah, the old saying, bad kicking's bad footy, and we saw in the last game it was bad kicking, bad footy.
But
North
3 goals 14.
Yeah, but North Freeman got the win there, but could hurt the Waverley Blues. I know they're winning at the moment.
Lawson couldn't quite take the mark. Ball comes to ground. Umpire calls for a ball up. Back down to ground level. Chance to send it forward. Straight into the player next to it. Ball up into the air. Play on calls the umpire. Comes off the side of the boot. And now able to get the handball out towards Gunn, but it is going to be a free kick to Montrose as this sent up towards centre wing. Off hands, no mark taken. Waverley look to send this forward again now. Able to get the ball. Miller sending it to the top of the square. Bouncing all over the place. Close to the line. Can they get it through? They can. It's another goal for Waverley. And it's a goal for Stephanie Peacock.
She's on fire.
How about the pounce, though, boys?
That's got to be goal of the day so far.
Yeah, if we had one.
It's still goal of the day, regardless of whether there's an award.
Surely we can get one going.
Blake, we're working on that for next year.
No, I hope so, because it's always good to promote it, of course. Sponsor, what do you reckon?
Ryan and I are discussing that behind the scenes. We're not going to put it out there.
I reckon we give it to whoever's lighting the fire at the back of this field.
Chris, you're showing your pyro maniac side now. Just being obsessed with that fire.
Well, we don't really... Oh, yellow card.
Who's that? I think it might have been Abby Serva. I'm not sure if something was...
Yeah, it is. I think it's the ear piercing. I think it's
she's gone straight for her ears.
You can't do that apparently in
so automatic yellow card. I was not aware of that. But that's
it's for both men and women that you can't wear ear piercings and anything. So
and yet netball, you can still wear them, but as long as you put a cover, tape them up.
So what does that mean then, Blake?
So that's 15 minutes on the bench.
But there's a
and
siren
it's right now, which means she can't come on almost the whole quarter.
So we'll see her back later on in the third quarter.
Blake, it's 10 minutes for a yellow.
15.
So we'll get a confirmation of that maybe a bit later on. But for now, it's half-time here at Silvan Recreation Reserve. Montrose 3-4-22. Trail the Waverley Blues 4-7-31. It's a 9-point deficit for the Blues at the moment, which is what has been a very, very high pressure and end-to-end game here. Goal kickers before we go away for our main break. We have singles for Montrose to Chloe Jones, Charlie Dobry, Hannah Lawson. And on the other side of things for the Waverley Blues, 2 to Michaela Miller, 2 to Stephanie Peacock. And that is all she wrote for the first half. So we'll be back just before the second half of action gets kick-started here at Silvan Recreation Reserve, as it's currently Waverley Blues up by 9 points. Welcome back here to Silvan Recreation Reserve for the Deakin University Women's Match of the Round. It's halftime here in this Division 2 semi-final 1 between Montrose and Waverley Blues. It's 3-4-22. Montrose trailing the Waverley Blues 4-7-31, a 9-point deficit here as we've had a very, very good game to watch. Very, very good game to call as I've been here alongside Oscar Ludke and Blake Tennant. Blake is not here now that I look to my left, so I'll throw to Oscar.
Where's Whispers gone?
Oh,
Where is he?
no idea.
Where is he?
Gone with the wind.
He's off.
Guys, if we've lost him, that's okay. Quick, hide his headset. Quick, hide his headset.
So I'm sure we'll be joined by Blake when at some shows. He's sitting down now, but nevertheless, we're back underway here as Harvey wins the tap for the Waverley Blues. It's going to go the direction of the Demons, though. It was tackled by Bishop, who did well as of a ball up not far from where we started.
And we've got Whispers back.
He's finally back.
I was talking to Lumpy Chops. Well, that's what I was talking to.
So you were off talking to someone, Blake. Yeah, I wouldn't have picked it. As Michaela Miller has the footy, handballs out wide. The Waverley Blues looking to get their first impact on the scoreboard, where the second team were waiting quite a while for the first major, despite a lot of scoring shots, as Morley will have to step inside, got stripped in the tackle, and that's holding the ball. Great pressure from the Demons. Terrific tackle there by Tiana Whitnish. Will now look down the line, just takes territory with the kick. Has a teammate out there in Hannah Lawson, but she dropped the mark she should have taken, but it's all right for the Demons at the moment as they look to go forward. Chloe Jones is around the footy, couldn't quite take it. It's marked by a teammate instead. So plenty of bodies in the forward 50 for Montrose. There's plenty of leading targets around. It was Carroll who flew, couldn't quite get there. Looking to bring it out was the Waverley Blues defence, namely Jacqueline Gunn, but ball's been wrapped up 30 metres out from the uprights. We'll have a ball up. So rucks will go out at once more. This time it's Carroll winning the ruck contest. Gunn on hands and knees, couldn't quite get the footy out. She did get it out, but only as far as the opponent as the kick sent forward now by Lawson. Spare behind the footy, takes the mark well.
That was very smart by the Waverley's player because she only just a few moments before that stepped back into her forward pocket, forward pocket of Montrose.
It was Emma White there who just read the play a bit better than everyone else. We'll have a ball up on the wing as it's grabbed out of the ruck by Harvey. He sends it forward now. A chance for the Blues to go forward once more, but it's well applied pressure there by Emily Duvalin. He's been a tackling machine so far in this matchup.
As we do say, boys, it is the premiership quarter, and this next goal could be crucial for both teams.
So Kappa-Mollers around the footy, couldn't quite pick it up, but she's pursued by Sanders. Body's dropping now and another ball up. So bit of a cagey start to this second half so far. This ball's up once more. Whitnish in the ruck that time, but the rucks cancel each other out at the back of the pack. They go backwards to go forward to the Demons. Getting it forward, looking for Hayley Jones around the footy there, but last touch rule means that it'll be brought back in by the Waverley Blues just on their defensive 50 arc.
So going long now. Able to take a mark at the back. Call play on by the umpire. Bit of confusion. Kick now comes forward for Montrose. Sitting well. Puts it inside. The chase is on for the footy. Who gets there first? It was Eslick who got around to it. Now put forward by Jones. She comes back onto it. Jones taken down. Could be in a bit of trouble here.
That was a heavy hit.
That was a heavy tackle there. And the umpire...
It wasn't intentional either. It was just, it was there.
Great to see Waverley.
And he's reached to the pocket for a yellow card.
Oh, yellow card.
Yeah.
That's the captain.
Yeah, dangerous tackle, I think, for Claudia Walsh. So.
But
and that had to be called for a dangerous tackle as well.
So if I did my maths correct, Waverley will only have 2 players on the bench, just due to the yellow card.
Until the 5-minute mark, yeah.
So they only got 2 on the bench at this stage.
Well, just for me, guys, it was really great to see the quick movement of Waverley Blues trainer out just to give support while Montrose trainers got down to their player. I do love seeing that in this game, women's footy. It's really great. Trainers do a great job.
And I think it should have been 15-minute penalty because a yellow card, I think you get rewarded for that. But anyway.
So Chloe Jones looks good off the boot. It is. The crowd will tell you the rest.
Wasn't happy about it.
Pull one back. And it is now 4-4-28 Montrose. They trail just 4-7-31.
I don't think so much not happy about it. I think she's still dazed.
Yeah.
she looks as...
She was actually winded, which was why she was just holding herself. It was just the heaviness of that landing.
So they pull one back, Montrose. 5 minutes gone.
It's Lawson out of the contest, takes a bounce, took another, maybe bit off a bit more than she could chew as she lost control of the footy temporarily. Plenty of bodies around, and now one or so is Kapamala for the Waverley Blues, but no real winner of the footy yet as
just an unlucky bounce there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's rough. Just coming off the cricket pitch as well, I think. Just wouldn't sit up for her. Ball seemed to run away from her, but Whitney does well in the ruck contest. They send it forward now. Hands probably should have taken the intercept mark, but the Blues defenders have a bit of work to do now. So going to bring it out was Pearson. And bodies dropping around the footy. I'll have a ball up 30 metres out from the Montrose upright. So the Demons, who I don't think have led today, to be honest, but they're looking to take their first lead if they can get a score on the board here in Major, that is. But kicks come down with snow on it at that stage. It's gone that high. As Whitney's just out the back of the pack, dips left, takes it right, gets out of a handball. Send inside forward 50 now. His body's out the back of the pack, but well done by Emma White again. Just read the play better than the rest.
She's such a great backman. And
takes intercept mark and now looks to the far wing. Terrific kick. Finds a teammate in Kapamala who takes the mark.
Waverley Blues are settling the ball down into their game style rather than playing catch-up with Montrose's style.
Although it go down the wing. It was brought out by Sarah Vac. Kick will hit the deck and bounce almost at an 180-degree angle. Just did a complete U-turn as now it's favoured the Demons. 2v1 contest, though. It was well done in there by Rogers who affect the contest. Now Morley's around the footy. Centre wing, far side. Just got the handball off the ball. Trigger to the forward 50 arc. But it's well repelled by Montrose. Charlotte Green. Yeah, ducking under the footy was Rogers. Maybe lost it in the sun temporarily. There's no cloud cover here. There's a free kick that'll be going the way of the Waverley Blues.
Yeah, for a spinning tackle.
So the Blues with a chance to slow the game down. They go another 8 minutes with 2 rotations down as it stands due to those 2 yellow cards. As Miller was around the footy, couldn't quite pick it up. Did well to apply the pressure with her body. Gets it forward. Here's Bishop, Amelia Bishop on the boot. Kick towards goal. And it's a behind again. So 4 goals, 8 at the moment for the Blues, Blake. Probably costing themselves a bigger lead here.
Yeah, I reckon. The scoreboard doesn't probably tell the real example, I think, but as we keep saying, Chris Bad kicking's bad footy, unfortunately.
And they're just leaving the door open at the moment, and the Demons are looking to kick that door down and take a stranglehold on this game. There's plenty of pressure around the ball now just in front of us, and we'll have a ball up.
Gentlemen, one thing I've learnt with the Waverley Blues over the years, you never count them out because once you think they're down, they come back.
Good tackle there applied by Alyssa Sanders in her 100th game. On an occasion to bring up the century in as well as the rucks cancel each other out. Looking to burst away with the footy in hand was Duvalin, but she was wrapped up in a tackle. So the rucks go at it once more. This time it's Harvey winning out. Got it to Gunn, but came off her feed. Amelia Bishop sends it inside forward 50. Out the back of the pack is Morley. Sarah Morley, ball wouldn't quite sit up for her. He does so on the second occasion. Slaps it on the right boot. Going through, it would have been quite some goal, but it's another minor score. So not an easy kick that one, but these behinds are starting to stack up. It's a 5-point lead now for the Waverley Blues, and as we cross over to you, Oscar, haven't seen a sign from the Montrose bench in a while. Hopefully they haven't put him away for good this game. I've been quite interested by what they've been holding up.
So there's no signs? No?
Excuse me, gentlemen, there are. You're just at the wrong angle. They're still holding them up. The trainer's doing a great job.
Hands are getting a workout and shoulders.
So it's going to be a free kick in the direction of Montrose. So they look to head up the line. Can't quite take the mark there. Duvalin. Able to get the handball back to Duvalin. And now the kick was smothered up towards centre wing. Picked up by Seravac, chucks it on the boot forward for Waverley. Picked up by Michaela Miller and holding the ball.
Even though Michaela Miller just got tackled and holding the ball, she's still having a great game.
Great defensive pressure from Montrose as they look to send this ball forward. Chasing the footy there is Lawson. She goes for a run, able to get the handball. Got it off to Rogers.
Thought that would have been holding the ball.
Now comes to ground. Picked up by Jones. And she's wrapped up.
Hannah Lawson knew better than to take a second bounce on that occasion, Blake.
Chopping the footy, maybe.
Comes down to ground. Out in the direction of Harshaw, as we'll have a ball up once again. Able to take it out of the ruck. Harvey. Ball comes to ground. And wrapped up just outside the square. Holding, so it'll be a free kick in the direction of Waverley, and it will go the way of Emily Harvey. Looks wide towards a 2-on-1. She's able to take it there. Good mark from Harshaw. Looking up the line, could be picked off. It is. Now she can run. Duvallon looks ahead. Over the top, ball comes out the back. Chasing it is Lennox. Around the ball is Jones. She can't quite collect. Close to the boundary line. Wrapped up in a good tackle. We'll have a ball up here. Ball comes to ground. Could have been a throw. Nonetheless, came to Jones. Couldn't quite get on the boot as she was tackled. Ball.
Jones very slow to get up.
Yeah, looks a bit sore maybe there after that contact. Down the ground level. Now we get a foot onto it. Chasing it is Lawson. And it will go the way of Duvallon for Montrose. As they can send this forward as they trail currently. Montrose 4-4-28 to Waverley 4-9-33. And how about that? Hannah Lawson, who's been such an asset to them. Unselfish, tries to get it to her teammate in Jones. But she's wrapped up and it is holding the ball. And the unselfishness might have just cost her there. As Waverley look to clear this straight back to Lawson.
She's come alive, hasn't she?
She's been awesome.
Big mark 4.
Looks inside. Ball hits the deck. Waverley, maybe a chance to clear it. Chasing the footy is Eslick. Ball rolls towards middle of the ground. Able to get the handball away in the tackle, and Montrose look to send it forward again. And mark taken by Carroll. Looks for options inside. Ball comes off hands. Down to ground, sock it away. Hit the palm of Seravac. She's able to collect in the end, tried to get onto her boot. Couldn't quite. Now picked up by Eslick again. She sends it inside 50 for Montrose. Can they clear it now? It's a 2-on-1 tackle. Ball locked in the back half. 6 minutes and 37 to go.
It feels like it's the last quarter. It's the third quarter and the atmosphere is real.
The pressure has stepped up from both sides.
The Waverley Blues back six have been incredible down with their defence.
Here's a chance for Montrose to go forward again. Couldn't quite take the mark. Lennox able to get the ball onto the boot. Off the hands. Here's a chance. Into goal. And it's there. What's happened here? What has happened here?
Got a score review.
Score review.
I didn't know we had that kind of technology, but
as you can see,
have they got cameras behind the goals or something that I haven't heard of?
I think they've called touch.
They've called it behind there nonetheless, and rebounding now The Blues onto that outer wing. Plays on here. She's got room and looks ahead. Ball comes over the back. Maybe a chance for Waverley. Chasing it here for Montrose is Whitnish. Wrapped up in a tackle inside 50.
You said it felt like the fourth quarter, Blake. You have to give a shout out to these fans next to us, obviously the Montrose faithful. You said they'd be down in attendance. They're bringing a lot of atmosphere to this one so far.
They come down.
Very good to see as DeValin looked to get the kick off, couldn't quite do so.
And in the
opposite ball up.
In the opposite corner, you've got the Waverley Blues who are sticking close to their coaching box.
So clearing kick from the Montrose defence as it stands. And the footy was Jones, did brilliantly to get a handball off. And now they look forward as out the back of the pack, number 48, Mackenzie Harbinson, terrific bit of body work. Footy would just almost sit up for her. She wrapped up, it wouldn't sit up well enough. She was dumped in the tackle, was just too high for her in that occasion.
Waverley Blues very lucky there. They really do need to try and keep someone down back.
So the Rucks go at it once more. Clearing handball there by Savage. Footy still to be won there. As socket off the ground for the Demons. Picked up, kicked towards goal. Fall short as it's in the hands of White now. Emily White, who got the kick. Bumped as she kicked though. Illegal play around the back. Maybe a chance for the Demons to conjure something up here as the shot's gone on goal and it's just going to stay left from Kayla Eslick. As I noticed before Chloe Jones has come off the field for a well-deserved rest. She's been in the war so far. The lock sign is up from the Montrose dugout.
They've got the signs again.
Lock it in, I reckon that one means. That's the only one I've got a grasp on so far.
We're doing well then.
I'd be interested to see how many more they can bring out at this stage. But nevertheless, Emma White will be looking to be that lock breaker at the moment as she sends a dumping kick out through the corridor. It was out off the hands of Eslick. And the ball up just in the centre here.
Maybe Montrose is just trying to save their runner, doing a lot of hard work running back and forth, so hence the signs.
It's a good point as we're going to bring it out now as Dobry did well, got on the right boot. It's Montrose player under it, took the mark, maybe touch play on the snap on the left boot. Will have the distance, barring an amazing bounce, which it might have been an amazing bounce. Foster Rogers, could she get a hands free? Got it on the boot. And it still won't go through for a behind.
Oh my gosh.
That is a crazy 30 seconds I've seen there.
Footy just does not want to go back in.
It's like there's some glass wall right there. It's just bouncing back off it.
Gentlemen, I am so impressed with number 1, Emma White for Waverley Blues. She's really working down there and leading the back six for Waverley.
She's been excellent as the deepest defender as they slick around the footy now, gives a handball off Montrose, getting that handball receive game to work for them well here. So Rogers around the footy this time, the ball breaks away from them. It's just going any which way at the moment and brilliantly tackled there. Holly Lennox tackling a counterpart wearing the number 1 for the opposite side, and then a wide as we'll have a ball up. Maybe 10 metres away. The tap down was well rucked. And the kick would just get past the first line of defence as Renee James was around. It came off the hands of Michaela Miller. Now Montrose looking to bring it out. Can they get a handball off Duval and just does just that. It's out the back of the pack, but no. Well taken, intercept mark there by Talia Savage. She's been very good as this game has worn on. As she'll throw it on the left boot, looks to clear her lines, is just out of the reach of Hayley Jones. Now the Waverley Blues with a chance to take a bit of territory. The footy's found some grass. It's 1v1 in the forward 50 if they can get it there. The Blues, plenty of tackle, plenty of pressure around there from Montrose. But I believe we'll have, no, it's not high contact, the ball up called. So Blues looking to keep the territory as Whitnish does well in the ruck for the Demons. G looking to turn out, and they'll advise on that occasion was Shay Eslick. She's been pinned for holding the ball.
Boundary.
Let's go for it, Kate Green.
Just letting you know, the first of those yellow cards, time's up to be back on the field.
Yep, so that is Natalie DeMacoli, who we saw sent off just before the first half came to an end as a kick inside 50 for the Waverley Blues here. There's Duvalent again. She's been brilliant in this game so far, but the clearing kick will only go as far as Harvey. Didn't quite sit up for her, just bounced at an odd angle at the last moment. Now Montrose clearing their lines. 30 plays 33. It's a well-taken mark there for the Demons, looking to regain the lead with a major here. Oh, they almost, they smothered themselves, but it's come away in the hands of Dobry. Dobry sent it forward, looking for a teammate in Jones. Wouldn't quite sit up for her, and the ball's gone out.
Just could have hand passed it there to Holly Lennox there.
Yep.
Obviously, there was a one-on-one in the goal score. You go for that. But
Bit of miscommunication there. Maybe wasn't the best. As well rucked there by Waverley Blues, looking to bring it out. It's off the knees of Eslick. Around the footy is Jones. It might have been one of the quickest rest periods I've seen in women's footy so far. Chloe Jones, she got thrown right back out there as the rucks will go at it once more. Around the footy was Demacoli on that occasion. Couldn't quite get there. Plenty of bodies around it. Chloe Jones applying a tackle. Now here's DeVallen. Goes backwards into the hands of Whitnish. And her kick is bouncing. GSO stayed in. Still both players went out, but the Sherman didn't follow. White's around the footy now. Has the ball. He's wrapped up. What's the umpire going to call? And that's holding the ball. Gee, I'm not sure how much prior opportunity was there, but the umpire said it was enough.
That is a massive call.
The Demons faithful next to us say that's enough.
The thing was, she hand passed it
Yeah,
after she landed.
Yeah.
If she had just held on to it, it could have been benefit of the doubt.
So
I
here's
reckon.
Dobry on a very, very tight angle for a right footer. There's a lot of push and shove going in the goal square. The kick's only from about 20 metres out, but it's a couple steps in from the boundary line. So I'm going to be quiet here and let the Montrose fans next to us tell you how the kick goes. As it's drifted wide, the silence will tell you is
Boundary.
31 plays 33 as we go boundary sides. Kate Green.
I know it's not great with Waverley Blues having 2 yellow cards, but the way this game is going, having that rest of those 2 players not being able to have that bench rotation may come in to be Waverley Blues' favour going into the 4th quarter.
So final few seconds here as they tick down in the 3rd term, unless Renee James can kick about on the 120-metre torp. That's going to be all she wrote for this 3rd quarter, the premiership quarter, as they say.
yeah,
And it's Montrose 4-7-31, trailing the Waverley Blues by 4-9-33, just trimming the lead down ever so slightly there. The Demons in what has been an absolutely amazing advertisement for women's footy here in the Eastern Football Netball League. Before we go for our final break, of course, it is the Blues by 2 points. Goal kickers for this fixture, however, for Montrose, we have 2 for Chloe Jones, singles to Charlie Dobry and Hannah Lawson. And for the Waverley Blues, we have 2 to Stephanie Peacock and 2 to Michaela Miller. Goalless in that term, the Blues were, but we'll come back after this short break to bring you the final quarter and what has been a thrilling encounter so far. It's the Waverley Blues by 2 points.
And we're back at Silvan Recreation Reserve. Montrose currently trailing 4-7-31. Waverley 4-9-33. And it's been a great contest so far. Alongside me, Blake Tennant. How have you viewed this so far, Blake?
Yeah, it was a really interesting third quarter, that one. Montrose obviously didn't take their opportunities as much as they would have liked to.
And here's Chris Cordes. He's back with a hot dog.
Boundary.
I am back with a hot dog, and big shout out to Silvan's canteen stuff. They didn't charge me. Absolute legends there. But go for it, Kate.
I'm just here with the Gillette Baker. That was a really hotly contested third quarter. Really impressive by your team to be slowly crawling it back. Forgive me, I'm just being tongue-tied. I've been impressed with the way you're doing that. With the girls in this final quarter, it's a hot day. It's been a long day. What's the strategy for this final quarter?
Let's just give it a crack. That's all it is. It's just we need to keep fighting, getting that one-on-one and taking the opportunities that we've been presented with. They really make it congested in our forward line, so it's hard to get one of those free kicks out. So, yeah, if we can just hit the scoreboard and get in front, I'm really hoping that can stand us in good stead.
Okay, just on behalf of me, lose or draw, you've had a fantastic home and away season. Just congratulations, you're in the finals and just so impressed with your team.
Thank you so much. Yep, I'm really proud of them too.
And all the best for you.
Thank you. Thanks, Kate.
Thank you for that, Kate. As you heard from Montrose senior women's head coach Slep Baker there for the last time, I think, before this game will wrap up in what has been a terrific encounter so far today. This ball comes out of the middle, kick forward off the ground by Claudia Walsh. She's back on after that yellow card for the dangerous tackle and jumping on the footy, and we'll have a ball up. I'm going to throw this responsibilities now to Oscar Lakey so I can tuck into this hot dog. Go for it, Oscar.
Do you want to give us a review of it?
Yeah, I'd like to hear.
Well, give me a bit and then I'll try and do my best impersonation of Blake's halftime burger review. But we're planning on bringing that back. Please,
gentlemen, get back on the game.
Please get on the EFNL media pages on Instagram and Facebook and tell them we want Blake's burger reviews back.
Sarah Vac with a good kick forward and the mark taken here. So it will be an opportunity for Waverley to increase their lead.
I think we've got Kate Green with the Waverley Blues coach after this set shot. We'll just wait for that.
So to increase the lead, it's going to be from a fair way out. Comes forward. It's going to drop short.
That's a mark.
And taken away. So Montrose have a go at it, but it's turned back over again. Ball up for grabs, down to ground level, palmed out in the direction of Sarah Vac. She can't quite grab it, ball comes back down. Sarah Vac around it again. Montrose trying to clear this hot footy down here. And a big pack forms, wrapped up. So a ball up inside 50 for Waverley. Comes to ground close to the boundary and happy to see it out of play there.
Boundary just with Clint Martin. Again, a very contested third quarter, and that's continuing the first few minutes of this quarter. Been very impressed with your backline and your forward attack. What is the final strategy for this quarter?
Look, I've just said to the girls, you know, the game was always going to be tight, but just to make sure that we keep the pressure up and we just keep getting the ball moving forwards. Forward line, once it's in there, it's half the battle. But we've got to really just keep pushing from here on end.
Okay. And just on my behalf, I just want to say to you, congratulations on a really great home and away season, and I really wish you all the best for the rest of today.
Thanks very much. I appreciate that. Cheers.
Great stuff there. Clint Martin down there with Kate Green on the boundary. As the ball is wrapped up outside Montrose forward 50 as Chris almost finishes his hot dog, and there's a bit of cheese in it I've seen as well. So that's some absolutely lovely stuff here from the canteen.
Maybe we should make you guys sure you guys are fed before you call games.
I haven't eaten. I'm still hungry. Maybe that's why. Well, I can't keep my eyes off the hot dog as the ball comes down. Chance to send this forward through Bishop, rolling along the ground. Eventually picked up And it is a hot footy down there at ground level. Wrapped up again for another ball up. Palms it down.
Gentlemen, while we have this ball up, can you start considering your best on ground votes, please?
Yep.
Ball comes back down. Wrapped up again. I think Lawson's been good for Montrose.
Yeah, Jones.
Personally.
You could put in Emma White there just due to that third quarter. She was terrific with their defence. So Waverley wins. Probably Emma White for me.
Here's a chance for Montrose to head forward. Ball rolls out the back.
I'll let you guys decide the voting because you're calling. So.
Sockered through for a minor score.
Let me tell you something, fellas. If you think this game of footy's good, you should try the hot dogs. That was
So
very nice.
what,
Great
out of
consistency.
10?
Great. Oh, I'm going to give it a 9.
Oh, 9 out of 10.
Oh, that's the
Big
best.
call.
Great
Big call.
consistency. The
Footy.
cheese was really good. You know,
Yeah.
the roll was amazing. Only thing I'd have is I'm a cheese on top of the hot dog guy.
Yeah.
That's
And
how.
it's been it was underneath.
Yeah, that's it. There's been something new though, but no credit to the on a serious note, credit to the Silvan Football Club for putting on a great day and looking after us here, and as well for the other finals. As this game here is really living up to the billing at the moment, as it's the Blues by a point. As there's a free kick being picked out for a push. It's going to go the way of the Waverley Blues. So footy's in the hands of Charlie Sanders. Sanders will now assess her options and she'll go down the line. The kick will find the back of the pack. It'll hit grass. Stephanie Peacock's around it. She's had a bit of a quieter third quarter, but now she's able to influence the game once more. Gets it forward. Mark was grass, not quite taken. Around the footy was Cabamola. There's a big collision there in the centre, but able to get the kick away was Hannah Lawson. It's in the hands of Sarah Morley now for the Waverley Blues in the centre circle. Had 2 grabs at it. Eventually got the kick off. Now they're going to bring it out of the Demons with the footy. Sanders in their 100th game and on the ball up in the centre of the field. So Montrose still yet to lead this game, but they're only behind by 1 as Walsh grabs it out. Great bit of crumb work, but he's immediately swamped upon by 2 Montrose defenders. So the Blues are back to their normal rotations, I believe.
Yes, they are.
As that'll help them out a lot, as it's well smothered by Sanders here again, who's got a name called out a few times recently. As Chloe Jones gets the footy forward. 2v1 in there. It was off the hands of White. Couldn't quite take it cleanly. The Blues defence under some pressure. Handball hasn't gone quite the right way. Dobry's there and the kick goes through.
Let's go.
The Demons are in front for the first time today.
Can you believe that?
Just found a way to will it onto the right boot and get it through. Montrose take the lead. First time we've been able to say that today. 5-8-38.
So was that the first time you
Plays 4-9-33. I think it was.
I think, and you
It
know,
is
it's all the hard work that they've done, though. And, I think they should have kicked a couple more in that third quarter, but to put this margin back with it is just exceptional. It's just the hard work that's paid off.
But gentlemen, it's not over. You never count out Waverley Blues. And it's not because I picked them.
This game is picked up. Ball comes to ground. Able to get the handball out. Trying to work it forward. Waverley, can they conjure up a response? Sits well. Kick comes forward. Can she get the mark? She can. A great mark there from Elise Hull.
Boundary.
Boundary side with Kate Green.
Just quickly, I do have to say I am so impressed with both these sides. This is their best game of footy for both of them all season.
So Hull to take the lead back from Montrose. It's gone away to the left. It's hugging the post.
Point. The Waverley people were clapping and cheering. I'm like, it clearly clipped the left of the goalpost.
I've even
Blake?
seen it.
How many times were you the best ref, Blake? Or best umpire? How many times?
6.
But Blake, when it comes to it, they don't go quiet like you, whether it's a goal or a behind. They're there cheering both.
And a free kick will go the way of
another one.
Montrose.
They've been really strict on that today for both sides.
They've been consistent for both ways,
yeah,
though,
but
which
like,
is
I
that's
don't
what you
think
can
they
ask
was
for.
holding the ball, though.
They've been consistent all day.
Ball comes up towards centre wing. Palmed forward in the direction of Lawson. She's taken off it, maybe high, not called by the umpire. It comes to ground level. And it will be a ball up from the umpire. Ball comes straight down. Picking up there is Harvey. And then wrapped up again. 11 minutes and 33 to go. Montrose 5-8-38. Waverley 4-10-34. Close game on hands. As it comes up towards centre wing. Ball comes down to ground level. Here's a chance again for Waverley to send it forward. Rolling inside forward 50. It's a 2-on-1. Doing well there for Montrose was Dove.
I like to see what these signs say on the bench because they've got 11 minutes for the season here. Montrose got to defend here.
Keep calling Oscar. I'm going to keep an eye out.
Yeah, we've got Chris on the card reading as the ball's in the middle of the ground, sent forward inside 50 once again, rolling towards the boundary. Tucked in the pocket, tries to get to boot, but as Blake alluded to, smothered out of bounds.
Hannah Wells smothered there.
Sorry, try and... Blake, you have a look. Try and tell me what on earth that means.
I can't say.
Like, that is a no deal and a piece of paper.
I can't
It means smother, guys. Oh, my God.
How on earth does that mean smother?
I can't say it.
I'm not sure
Talking
about
in
that
hieroglyphics here. Far out.
The reality is they know what it means.
What have I missed?
Probably the whole point is we don't know what it means.
That's exactly it.
As this ball's sent outside of the defensive 50, Montrose trying to clear this towards the wing. Socket back forward. Ball taken.
Plucked it out of midair.
Plucked out of midair, and it looks like she's grabbed the leg as well, so might have to keep an eye on that. In the meantime, it's near Montrose forward 50. And we've got
it's a cramp.
It's a bad cramp down there after that kick. Montrose trying to work the ball towards goal. Wheeling around there was Eslick.
Throw.
And it is a throw.
It is a really... Chloe Jones, that was terrible.
Looks to be in a bit of pain down there.
Hot day.
Send this out
Might have to
towards
stop
Harvey.
play, I reckon.
Yeah, she is still on the ground, and the ball might head up towards her way as well.
Yeah,
umpire's seen it.
Yeah.
So he's going to stop it now.
We hope it is just a cramp.
Yeah, we hope it is just a cramp. Look to be in a fair bit
No,
of
they're
pain.
still playing.
No, they're taking her off to do management.
She's running off. That's a good sign.
Good to see.
Not as normally as what she normally would. Whoa, ball.
Good mark taken close to the boundary there from Peacock. She sends it forward towards the forward 50 for the Blues. Wrapped up on the arc. And it will be a ball up.
So just under 9 minutes to play here. It's the Demons by 4 points. Rucks will go at it. Miller wins the tip. Look to be repelled by Sanders, who does well. Now it's in the hands of Saravac, who got chased down by Lawson, but not before getting a kick-off, and well taken intercept mark by the Demons defence.
We've got another one with a cramp for Montrose.
Yeah, I think Hannah Lawson's down with a cramp now as well, which...
She's sitting in the same patch of grass.
Maybe a bit of hoodoo going on there. The smoke's still burning on the other side of the field, so maybe that's got something to do with it. Hope there aren't any weird rituals going on. As Renee James is around the foot, it was sit up for her nicely. She darts back onto the right, kicks it for just short of 50. Well taken mark by Whitnish there.
I think we're just going to start talking about Montrose's defence. As I've said, they've got 7 minutes now for their season. It's pretty much now for their season.
Gentlemen, have you noticed how Blake's perked up now that Montrose is in front?
I've been the same all day,
He's been pretty level. I'll give it to him. As Doby's around the footy. Big collision with Walsh. Ball spilt loose. Bishop's got it now. Lawson staying out on the ground, mind you, despite that cramp. Being pursuit of it now in the defensive 50s. Whitnish handballs backwards so her teammate could go forwards. Does just stop at the free one under the footy for the Waverley Blues is Demacoli, who will just slow play down now as Hannah Lawson will make her way off to real key contributors for the Demons so far. Off with cramp as the footy's inside 50. Miller couldn't quite grasp the mark. Peacock did a bit of a stutter step, then got it forward. Ball would just bounce in front of her teammate. Plenty of players hunched over, very tight in these hot conditions as the ball's there. Tucker without the footage, and the Demons player has it. Couldn't get the kick off. De Valens around the footy, and holding the ball is the call.
And that'll go to Morley.
It's going the way of Sarah Morley.
That's a strong tackle.
She's been brilliant all game. She's just been working, Morley. She's been a great player this game.
Well, you're right, Blake. They've been very strict on the holding the ball.
Yeah, but that was a good... I agree with that one.
Sarah Morley from dead in front will kick it through. Waverley Blues retake the lead.
We've got a grandstand finish here, boys.
So the scoreboard reads 5-8-38. Two, as soon as I get this message away, 5-10-40. It's the Blues by 2 with 6.5 left.
Well, it's just up to, both defensive arcs if they want to keep their seasons alive. Waverley, I feel like it's just been working for that goal, and they just weren't rewarded there for, last quarter of what happened, and they've finally got one back. The grandstand finish coming here.
2-point contest from Silvan Recreation Reserve. The ball comes out wide towards the boundary line, hugging it, and it comes out of bounds in the hands of Peacock. So we will have a ball up.
Like I said, gentlemen, this has got to be the best game between these two this whole season.
Harvey got the tap. The ball's now gone up towards centre wing. Ball comes off hands, couldn't quite take the mark. Montrose trying to send it forward now. Chasing the footy now. And a big bump and a big tackle. And we'll have a ball up from the umpire right near Montrose forward line. Can they grab the lead again? They trail by 2. Waverley with the upper hand and a stalemate.
And can Waverley hang on?
Stalemate in the tackling contest, so we'll have another ball up.
Goal was crucial then. I think they can hang on here.
Put forward from Duvalon. And a big mark taken by Lennox.
I just cursed.
Let it go, babe.
From the under-18s.
Every time you're negative about your beloved Montrose, something positive happens, Wade.
So Holly Lennox for Montrose to take the lead back. 4 minutes on the clock. Kick on its way.
Ooh.
It's there. Montrose are back in front. And what a game we have on our hands, Blake Tennant.
Yeah, Faithful's up and out. Everyone's really big for this one, but I still think there's probably one goal left, and then they will do it. That's what I just reckon. I think there's just one goal away. I still can sniff one more goal for any team, not just Montrose, but for Waverley.
What a game! What a game Holly Lennox is putting together as well, capping it off with that goal.
This has been the best and closest grand final so far, semi-final so far. Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself.
So Jones back out there, wrapped up in the tackle. Rucks will go at it. Carroll lost out in the contest. Been very good in the ruck so far. Charlie Sanders for the Waverley Blues. Footy will bounce at a right angle and bounce right at a right angle once more. Elected to bump was the Demons defender. Left a teammate in a bit of strife here. His witness is wrapped up in the tackle. So it's the Demons by 4. 6-8 plays 5-10, 44-40. As it's won again in the ruck by Sanders. Brilliant so far. Jones going to the ground to pick it up and wrapped up once more. So clock keeps ticking here. So just about 4 minutes to go. Sanders wins the ruck contest yet again, but couldn't get it to a teammate. As around it is Rogers. Bodies dropping around. One of them is DeValin. So too is Seravac in the opposite jumper. We'll have another ball up. So we're just in the centre square here. Sanders wins the ruck contest once more. I'm getting tired of saying that. As Chloe Jones wins the clearance. Footy stayed low though. Jones around it once more. Put head over the ball and is wrapped up in a tackle.
And the emojis are down.
Very interesting. So Charlie Sanders has been absolutely monstrous in the ruck today. I think she's got 4 consecutive hit-outs. Just as I say that, it's grabbed out of the ruck by the Montrose ruck. And now they win the clearance. They've got a forward. Dobry's around the footy. So too is a teammate. It's a 2v3 though. They're outnumbered here, the Demons, and Dobry does well to lock the footy in. Wrap up in a tackle.
Yeah, 3 minutes to go for both seasons here. This is where...
Sanders wins it again, and there's a holding the ball. Free kick.
This is where you got to take your moments here.
It's going the way of Montrose. Assessing options ahead of her is Holly Lennox.
Not over
I
to
should
the
say it's
siren,
Grace
Gemma.
Rogers who looks in forward 50, and it's a mark taken.
And 25.
And 25 metres for the afters.
Yeah, got her high.
And that'll take her dead in front of the goals. Hannah Lawson, well, who else would you rather it be? Off the back of the performance that she's had so far, to push this out to a 10-point deficit. Lawson from dead in front, chips it through. The Demons are up by 2 kicks. 7-8-44 plays 5-10-40 as we have 2.5 left to play in this first semi-final.
I think it might be over. I think they've done enough here. unless something happens dramatically, but I think it could be over. But really, it's not there. But I felt like that wasn't necessary, though, that Waverley Blues defender.
It's costly, very costly.
They need 2 goals in 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes. It's still,
it was 1 goal every 2 minutes earlier.
Well,
so.
watch the Lions Sydney game last night, because that was 2 minutes and it was like goals galore.
No thanks.
And it's a free kick to Montrose.
I reckon you just got to hold it down here.
2 minutes.
Of just hard defending.
2 minutes to go.
Even kick it backwards if you really want to.
Can Montrose hold on? They lead by 10 and they've sent the ball forward again. Waverley need to work quickly and move this up the line. They do. Comes towards the middle of the ground. Wrapped up here in a good tackle.
Oh, sling.
And a sling tackle or a high tackle.
Not a sling high.
They've been very undisciplined.
Another
Waverley
cramp
Blues.
for Montrose.
Yeah, Jones again.
So it's a free kick the way of Montrose.
Undisciplined the last couple, well, this last minute, I would say.
A minute and a half to go. Can they hold on? Big kick inside, forward 50. Can they get a mark? Ball comes off hands, comes to ground. Wrapped up, hot footy. Very hot footy down here.
They've got 2 spare behind the stoppage as well, the Demons.
Huge contest on hand.
Probably even 3, Chris, I could see. They're setting up pretty well down here as well. It's up on where we are.
Waverley need to move this quickly. They need 2 goals, but I don't know if they're going to get there. Ball put out wide. They don't have numbers there. The ball's dropped. Comes to ground. Here we go. Can they get a run on? Waverley move it forward. Bouncing ball. All on her own. All on her own.
Out the back here.
Out the back. Hull. Set sight.
It's a goal.
And puts it through. What a finish we have on our hands here.
Oh, why did you? Oh, no.
Oh, don't kick it back. Kill the game
Oh,
a bit.
no. She should have not have done that. That was a Montrose player too.
Oh, well, at least Hull with a goal there. We've got 36 seconds. It's been Waverley. It's been all Waverley Blues all game.
Just heard that the clock stops as well.
The clock stops. Okay, so fair enough then. We'll have another contest.
Gentlemen, they add an extra 2 minutes to this. The last 2 quarters get an extra 2 minutes, gentlemen. The last quarter gets an extra 2 minutes.
Okay, so you got a right contest in here.
So I was right.
18 seconds left. Montrose just need to lock it in by any means necessary. Take every stoppage, keep the ball up that end.
And as you heard, there will be time on as well, as Kate alluded to.
It's kicked away, inside forward 50, off hands. Dobry's around it. She's already got 2 for today. Sends it forward. There's an open goal square. It's there.
That's the goal today.
From 50 out. Siren goes.
That is incredible.
Charlie Dobry pens in her third, and it stacks on.
That's her old man just over there. If you can get the camera, Lee.
As Charlie Dobry not only pens her third of the day.
That's his old man with the cap there, straight in front.
But pens Montrose's spot in the preliminary final.
Yeah, what a delight to see.
What a finish. What a finish. A finish suitable of such an amazing game as the end scoreboard reads Montrose 8-8-56 to the Waverley Blues 6-10-46. The Gillette Baker farewell tour rolls on into next week, Blake.
Gentlemen, I need your
Chloe
best
Jones. I'm going Chloe Jones, boys. Where are you going?
I'm going Lawson.
Come on, gotta go.
Oh, okay. Kate, do you have a pick?
Lawson.
Oh, we'll go Lawson.
We'll go Lawson then. Okay, we'll call it there. I'll go Lawson as well. I think big shout outs as well though to Chloe Jones, of course, like you said, Blake, but also some
put the camera on the both coaches. Big hugs share between them.
We are.
So 2 such classy coaches. Just the epitome of great sportsmanship, and they lead by example.
I think massive contributors as well for Montrose. Emily DeValin in the number 19 was a defensive powerhouse all day. So too Charlotte Green. Holly Lennox as well, come up from the under-18s.
Might have to sing the song, boys.
So you want to get him with the song?
I'll get the interview.
As we get the interview soon enough, Kate Green's going to be asking Hannah Lawson a few questions there. But Go for it, Kate. We got you. Go for it when you're ready.
Hannah, congratulations. Amazing win. Great goals, great defence. How does it feel to know that you're off into the prelim?
Unreal. Stoked to get here. I mean, credit to Waverley. Every time we burst him, it's a fucking... Oops, sorry.
It's finals.
It's a
Finals.
Go 1-1. You know you're going to get a good game. Like, these are the games you want to play in. It's good.
Congratulations also. Hannah, you've just had the first F-bomb of the final series for the next 7 weeks.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, right, Hannah. You're right.
Yeah. Just personally, how do you feel? Oh, wait a minute. I'll pop you in quick.
We'll get Hannah Lawson back, who's just been whisked away for team photo duties. But we'll get her back shortly. It's a massive win for Montrose. You can hear that there. Very well deserved on the day, as now Hannah's going to return to immediate duties.
You personally, how do you felt your season's gone?
All right. I mean, it's no secret. I've been dealing with niggles and all sorts of things every week. So, I mean, thanks to the girls. I don't get to do what I do without them laying a good bump or clearing space for me to do what I do. And I mean, the trainers as well. They put me out here every week. So, I mean, yeah, it's been tough, but I'm happy to be here. I love this team. I love the girls, and I'm pretty keen to get after it next week.
Congratulations and all the best, and have a great celebration with the team. And I wish you all the very best moving forward.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Kate Green down there with Hannah Lawson, our player of the match.
So if we will, boys, although we've got our best on there going to Hannah Lawson, give us your 3-2-1 votes as well, because there are a few. I think it's more than just one person that was a big contributor in this Montrose side. I'll start us off just to give you boys a bit of time to think. I would have gone 3 to Hannah Lawson as well, 2 to Chloe Jones, of course, and then I would have gone the 1 to Emily Duvalin. What are we thinking, Blake? You got 3-2-1 votes?
Yeah, probably Jones, Lawson, and Duvalin. But we've got to give Emma White a shout out too.
We do.
Good, so.
She was very good. So
have a listen to the noise here. That's what it means to the Montrose.
Boys.
Go on, Blake. We'll leave you of your duties, mate. He'll be off to sing the song, Mr. Montrose himself.
Cheers, Whispers.
A massive result out here today, and of course that means that Montrose will go on to face the winner of the second semi-final. The loser of the second semi-final, which will be played out between Moorbuck and Blackburn. That'll be kicking off shortly, I believe. So that's about all from us. Before we go off as well, one thing worth mentioning, we mentioned yesterday in the men's match of the round, Cooper Trembath on debut today. Obviously one of the stars of that Blackburn side who find themselves equal top this season in Premier Division. And he's on debut for the Kangs today. He's actually kicked his debut goal, so congratulations to Cooper and his family. He's a top bloke and a top kid. Every time we've had to interview him and talk to him, and the way he goes about his footy is terrific. So congratulations to him, a goal on debut against the Giants. But we are just about ready to wrap up here from Silvan Recreation Reserve. Oscar Ludke, thanks for joining us.
Thanks again, Chris.
And obviously we had Blake Tennant, who's going to make his way into the rooms.
Here he comes.
I was just getting Blake to get hold of the mic from Katie, because I thought they might go in for the for the song, but they can't get in because the other team's in there still.
Oh, well, even if he doesn't get the mic in there, we could probably hear it from here anyway.
I'd say so. But I actually just saw over the top there one of the cards.
See, there's cards.
I saw the cards again.
I might come in and ask, actually. I'm very, very intrigued today. It's almost like I came to look at the cards in a game of footy.
We had it all. We had it all today.
Terrific game, honestly. It's like a brilliant advertisement for Division 2 footies. Kate's joined us back from the boundary line. Blake's taking her mic. But
Grab a headset, Katie.
A great job as always.
We've got roaming Whispers inside the.
Oh God! Don't give him that license. That could end up badly. It is the Montrose faithful, and all the Montrose players waiting for their the other team. I believe it's Borman. It's Surrey Park they're waiting on to get out so they can go in and sing the song.
Well, gentlemen, I'm now wearing Blake's sweaty headset. So
fantastic.
Yeah, but it was such a good game, and out of all of the games so far that we've had in the finals, this one was the closest.
And congratulations to the Waverley Blues as well, although they're out, what a great run for them. Absolutely brilliant stuff.
They've had an incredible season, and two of the nicest coaches you will ever get. But then again, in the women's, we are incredibly blessed. with so many fantastic coaches and coaching teams that give us so much access, and just really appreciate what we do promoting women's football.
So it's Surrey Park now who've made their way onto the field, more or less to a guard of honour by by the Montrose side. But yeah, very well done to the Waverley Blues. They've produced really some of the all-time matches so far this season. Namely that round 1 match of the round as well against Moorbark, where they drew. But
that was a brilliant game.
That was an excellent game.
Here
So
we
we're going to
go.
hang around to get the song.
Blake Tennant in the rooms.
Do you reckon Blake will start them off?
The song master.
Still waiting. Just a whole lot of yelling at the moment. We are waiting for every last person to get in. Say it takes a village. Apparently it takes about 10 minutes to get a song started as well.
Here we go.
Here we go.
There you go.
Well sung, and well-deserved win here at Silvan Recreation Reserve in the first semi-final of our Division 2.
I didn't hear Blake singing it loud enough
I
though in there, to be
thought
honest.
he was
I'm a
going to
little
grab
bit
the mic and go freestyle. That's what I was promised. But
I'm disappointed.
Drop the beat.
thank God we didn't hear that. But no, it has been very good to be joined out here. Thank you to everyone here. Oscar beside me, well done today. Probably, as I've been working with you, probably the best game I've heard you call today, so
cheers.
very well done.
Thank you very much, Chris.
To Lee and Kate, part of LKLM Media, Lee on the camera today. Normally he's behind the scenes, but doing a very good job today, Lee. Thank you.
Not a problem.
And,
My pleasure.
And Kate's jetted off somewhere. She's been very good on the boundary as well. We've got our media manager, Ryan Long, here next to us. He's been supervising all day, making sure we didn't spend too long talking about the burgers or the hot dogs or any offers at the canteen.
Or the smoke, or the cars, or any of the distractions.
We had everything here, to be fair. We can have more days like this in the final series. We'll be happy.
He had no chance keeping us away from talking about the signs, though, obviously.
and there's a smoke still going on behind Silvan Recreation Reserve. We'll sign off. Thank you very much for joining us. Of course, next week we will have our men's and women's matches of the round as our men's seasons come to a close and our finals series campaigns continue for our women's. And in between that, as you're waiting for that, make sure you keep up to date with all the socials. We'll have more content out there as well as our Spotify episodes as well. So we sign off today from Silvan Recreation Reserve. It was Montrose signing their place in the preliminary final next week. Goodbye and thank you.